Hey guys, Ivan here, and we got the finals and the results for the 2026 New York Pro, and the winner is not Michal Krizo, it's actually Tonio Burton again. He wins his second New York Pro title. And no, that's not the way I saw it, guys. I mean, I wasn't sure. If you watched my previous video, you know how I felt. I thought Tonio was better in overall, like in all the poses, in majority of the poses. Look at that left lat. That was a big issue right here. And I thought he might be punished for that. It's obviously an injection site. I don't know if it was Synthol or just steroids, whatever it was. It's a huge bump on Tonio's lat. Also, I thought overall, Krizo had more quality, more details in the muscle, and he was a bigger guy. He was a freak. He was much bigger than Tonio, had more quality, cleaner look, but I understand he had so many gaps, like his posing, it wasn't good. He wasn't able to open up his back. It was much improved, guys. You can say whatever you want, but you gotta give Krizo props. His posing was definitely much better than last year. The glutes were an issue. He fixed that as well. I think he improved his back too. And if he keeps on improving, if he actually learns how to pose like a real serious professional bodybuilder, the sky is the limit for this guy. So even though this show he didn't exactly kill it with the posing, Tonio was way more composed, much better, especially in the transitions. But you know, he was just doing some poses in a more proficient way, in a better way to make his physique look the best possible. Krizo, I don't think he did a good job with that. So I don't have an issue with Tonio winning. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of his physique. I prefer bigger physiques, more muscle, more of that freak factor, wow factor, more conditioning, more details. And Krizo had all that. But again, if you go pose by pose, you will see that Tonio probably wins majority of the poses. The first two front shots, I gave those to Krizo at the finals as well as the prejudging. I gotta say, Rafael Brandao improved a lot for the finals, and he earned his third place at his show, but at the prejudging, in my eyes, he was like 6th or 7th. In the side chest, you would say that Tonio Burton is better, but from the right angle, you could make a pretty good argument for Krizo winning that pose as well. Because of his size, because of his hamstrings, in the side poses, he had a better leg sweep, and also like the width in the shoulders, the size in the upper body. But yeah, sure, Tonio had more of a 3D look, more bubbly look. So yeah, I would say Tonio probably won both side poses and both back poses. And as far as the front shots, Tonio also won the abs and thighs. But Krizo, let's say, won the front, double front lat and the most muscular. But I think Krizo could have looked much better in the back double if he posed it better. But he didn't. He didn't do a great job posing, and it is what it is. I think he could have pulled his trunks up higher a little bit. I think that would help a little. And again, if he learns how to open up that back and to stretch the spine, not to flex his glutes this much, open him up a little bit, I think his poses are good. I think his back double at least can look much better. But it is what it is. He didn't do the best possible job with the posing, and he didn't win this show. Again, it was a very close 1-point decision, guys. I have no issues with Tonio winning this. The only reason why I would give him a lower spot mainly would be that bump on his lat. I don't want to see things like that. Imagine the new fans who are watching a bodybuilding show for the first time and they want to watch a big show like this, the New York Pro, and they see a guy with a huge bump on his lat and they're wondering what the hell is this, and everybody else is saying and thinking that it is from a shot. So that's something you don't want to see on any physique, and it doesn't look presentable. It doesn't look nice. It looks like a problem. So that's one thing, but generally I have no problem again with Tonio winning because he was more complete, he did pose better, and for his short and small frame, he packed on a lot of muscle as well. I'm a huge fan of Krizo. I wanted to see Krizo win. I was cheering for Krizo, but I can't say I see it this way. I was trying to find a reason to give it to Krijo, and I did find many, and as the other judges did as well. Again, 1-point decision, guys. But yeah, I think Tonio deserved it. I don't have a problem with this. I agree with his decision. I think Tonio was just simply more complete. Now, I also wanted to give you the assessment of the second call out, but I deleted the screen recording of the finals. I found this video online. I had to download it. And when I realized I deleted the video, I was so pissed, man. That's why this video is kind of late, because I was so angry. I wasn't able to start filming because how angry I was. So I can't show you the second call out. But what happened basically is that Patrick Moore was out of the top 5. Somehow Daniel guy from Italy managed to crack the top 5, and Blessing was in 4th, and of course, Rafael Branda was in 3rd. That's not the way I saw it. I thought Patrick Moore should have placed potentially even 3rd or at least 4th. I definitely don't see him in 6th or lower than 5th, but it is what it is. I literally feel like it's either the judges, some of the judges hate Patrick Moore, or maybe he looks much different in person compared to the live stream. But on the live stream, at the pre-judging and at the finals, I watched that as well. He looked like he could have beaten a whole bunch of guys in the top 6, a couple of them at least. But it didn't happen. Now, as far as Krijo again versus Tonio, you gotta give it to Krijo. Like, this guy he doesn't seem like he's trying. Like, he always looks like he's taking it way too easy in the off season. He looks like his off seasons are literal off seasons. You know, he doesn't seem like he's training super hard, like he's force eating or, I don't know, doing too much drugs. Nothing like that. He's just laid back, extremely laid back. But each time he competes, he comes in better. He makes all these improvements in his prep. He grows body parts. He gets more conditioned. He gets bigger overall. And he learns how to present himself and pose better. And I would say his posing at this show was the best it ever was. He wasn't shaking that much. He was holding the poses for a long time, you know, for long enough, I would say. And yeah, he still could have, tweaked a couple of poses, especially the back poses. I am 100% sure that his back poses could look so much better if he opened up his chest. If he had some lordosis in the lower back, if he opened up the hips. He's flexing the hips and the glutes too much, and he's all clenched up, and it doesn't look like you can't open like that. You can't open up, so that's one mistake he's making. And also in the abs and thighs, I'm sure he could do something better with those abs and make the obliques look smaller, but he's not doing that. So I think he's still making some mistakes. I think overall he's a better bodybuilder than Tonio. I think he's bigger, more detailed, has more quality, more size, everything. I think it's all about the presentation. He's not able to present himself the best possible way, and there you go. You can't award somebody who is not looking their absolute best on stage, and what they're presenting on that stage is not the best physique. But it was extremely close. It could have went Krijo's way, but again, I see Tonio winning. I don't have an issue with that. It was close, very close in my opinion, guys. I'm curious, what do you think about this? Did you have Krijo or Tonio? If you did see Krijo winning, tell me your reasons. Why did you see Krijo winning instead of Tonio? Whatever you guys think, down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.